What's going on? I'm coming with you today with another review. This time it is on the Bajoran Interceptor, which is the 8th anniversary ship that they are giving away for free. That's right, free. So my recommendation, before I even start, is go and get this free ship. Go and get it. It's what you need. Just go and get it. But first looks at it, it's pretty nice. I do look. I'm not a big fan of alien ships. I think a lot of them, I don't like the look of them. It's very clear through all my other videos. I have a select few which I think do look decent, do look nice. And I actually have to say, I think this actually reaches the top of the alien ships because I actually really like the look of it. It looks a little bit like more like a jet fighter, to be honest. So it is an escort, so it is more suited for tactical officers. So if you are an engineering or a science, the good thing about the update that's just come out with the anniversary and the Discovery logbox is there is one of each ship that has come out. So you've got a science, which is the Crossfield, you've got the Cruiser, which is the Walker class, and you have the Interceptor, which is what I'm showing you now. I think it's actually a very pretty looking ship, actually. I think there's a lot of detail on it. And if you start moving it about, you can see it's actually got quite a nice little combination with the engine and the warp nacelles there, of this blue and yellow mix. I actually quite like it. I think it looks quite nice. But I do think it's got a lot of detail on it. I think it's a very nice little ship. Being an escort, I did equip some of the new disruptor cannons. This is why none of them are upgraded, because I literally only just slapped them on there and that was it. So as you can see there, all the disruptors. I have had a little play around with it, but not really done that much. But it actually turns out pretty nice. But as far as customizations go, no, not that there's like none. Same with the other two classes, or the other two ships. There is like none at all, which is a shame. But you know, you have to expect these things. You know, there were never any refits of any of the ships that have been released. Because they are all in themselves their one and only class. So if I take you over to Mr. Customizations right here, and we will have a look. Okay, so if I take you over, you do have a choice out of material-wise, Bajoran 1 or Bajoran 2. I picked 2 because I like the silver more. I like the whitey silver, I think it looks nice. So yeah, I picked that one. Windows, you only get the Type 1. Obviously colours, you get your whole wider range. And the whole patterns. I believe, I went with the Columbia there. It's pretty, yeah, I think it was the nicest one. It brought out quite a bit of detail. But you have got a lot of patterns which actually make them look quite nice. I mean, if you look at that one, it's actually defined that the parts on top are actually apart from the main hull, which it makes it look pretty nice. But such a well-designed, detailed ship, I really do. And it has more of that fighter feel to it. See, why did the Federation never bring out anything that looks just as good as this? Well, they do. They do. Yeah, again, same with the wings, but you can have different patterns for both wings. Show you a little bit of them, and it's exactly the same for the others. And you have the standard Starship bridge, which is a bit strange, really. It feels a bit strange, but I also think that they could have actually done this standard Starship bridge for stuff like the Discovery or the Shenzhou or the Walker class or the Crossfield class or the Walker class, whatever you want to call them. Oh, shame. Never mind. So yeah, I mean, if I take you to go have a look at the bridge, if you haven't had a look at the bridge or you haven't unlocked this just yet, well, this is just a quick little review. It's a worthwhile ship, to be honest. And I think it's pretty nice, to be honest. I mean, obviously last summer you did get the escort there as well as the free ship from the summer event. Out of the two, I would prefer to go for this one, personally. I prefer the look of it. I think it looks pretty. The F1 looks a little bit like Halo and, well, a little bit like a Corvette from Halo or a supercarrier. But yeah, this is a standard bridge. As you can see, it's pretty bog standard. Not really anything to it. But I think the Walker and the Crossfield could have had this bridge, to be honest, as an option, as well as the other bridges. I think it could have had this style. You know, have something else rather than just, you know, standard. A little bit trippy with the moving screen there. Let's move forward a little bit because I was caught in a chair or so. As you can see, yeah, stop movie, a little bit trippy. But yeah, that is basically the bridge on there, though. Right, let's leave the interior. And let's head back out into space. And we'll try and find a deep space encounter. So let's warp on out of here. Let's go on out of here. We're just going to head on out. Yeah, so stats wise, I'm not actually done anything to it. I literally just put those disruptor cannons on. And that was just it, to be honest. There wasn't much of a difference. Up, yeah, I'll get it, there we go. Let's get over there as quick as possible. So obviously it is a tier 6 ship, so for anybody who is looking for a tier 6 ship, doesn't want to pay out real money, can't be bothered to grind, all you've got to do for this is play the feature mission once and you'll get 400 tokens. And then each day you will get 40 tokens for completing the Omega scanning minigames. All you have to do is scan 3 different locations and that is it. So it's pretty easy to get. You don't have to do anything really. So I would recommend it. I've got mine this early because I am an absolute whale and I just spent all my lobby on the vouchers, which, fine, I don't care. Had nothing else planned for it, so why not? So let's carry on. Hopefully there will be at least one person here so we can actually get a decent amount of enemies rather than just a 1 or 2. Having some trouble loading. Anyone here? No, just me. Okay, well let's get rid of these guys. We don't need them. So, only level 30. You know, I'm not going to sit there and go into all sorts of PDs just to show you what it's like. You can see it's quick to dispatch anyway with it, and it's exactly the same. It will clear out where it needs to. It's an escort, that's what they're pretty good at, that high DPS there. But it handles really nicely, and I think it looks really special the way it just flies about. Look at it, it's nice. It's got that proper little jet fighter feel to it. I like vehicles, especially vehicles like this, which actually look like a jet fighter. To me, that I don't know why, it's special. Yeah, so building this is going to be pretty easy as well. It's just like a standard escort really. You just got to aim for that high DPS and you're going to get that. You're going to get exactly what you asked from her, and she does really well. It does come with a specific console, but I didn't really see too much of a good point to it, to be honest, so I actually took it off. Which is probably my bad, but for not actually looking or doing anything about it, or looking into it. But I know what I like. So it does come with a console which you can. It's only a probe. Yeah. And delicious cube is no more. So it really does pack that punch to and again, I know it's only level 30, but the difficulty between level 30 and a little level 60, that's not really anything. I don't feel anyway. There's absolutely nothing that difference-wise, difficulty-wise. So yeah, you can do this thing really well, and you know, it just handles itself nicely. It does. I'd say it will take some punishment. It will take some. It's not like a cruiser. It's not going to hold out completely, but you will have that. Mycelium jump. And back again. Whoop. Well, that was that was over pretty quickly. Let's just head back to Bastock. Let's do a little transport there. So my overall feel on this ship is that I think it's very well, say, built. It looks absolutely fantastic. I do love the ship of it. It's really detailed. It's got a nice shape to it, and it just looks so nice. Out of all their free ships that they have given away, this is my absolute favourite. Absolutely my favourite, because it's beautiful. Look at it. Look at it for an alien ship. And like I said, I'm not discriminating against the aliens, but yeah, I don't normally like their ships very well. Call me old-fashioned. I didn't really like their ships, but I love this ship. It's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. So if you're in the middle of thinking, oh, should you get it? You've got plenty of time to actually do the to get this ship. So you have plenty of time to do it, and I would, recommend doing it, even if you're not a big fan of what it looks like. It's a free ship at the end of the day. Add it at least to your Admiralty. If you don't want it in your holdings, then in your ship slots, then delete it. But it really is a pretty nice ship, and it does work really well. I will show you. You have got your mastery tier, which you have basically. This is obviously a standard one for your escorts. You have your +5 accuracy, +5 defense. You've got a 10% on kinetic and energy damage. You have your 2.5 critical chance increase. Again, they are pretty all standard. And then you have the harrying maneuvers there. Enhancing specific powers applies in specific circumstances. Once per 20 seconds for 6 seconds, you get +50 accuracy rating, +10 weapon armor penetration, +10% shield penetration. Once per second, 20% chance of one random subsystem offline. So it's not bad, especially with that shield penetration there as well. I mean, with escorts, I've always found the way I play is having shield pen on there, just because damage goes through their shields. Unfortunately, with the weapons that I've actually got equipped to this at the moment, it hasn't got that penetration on there. But all my other cannons do have the shield pen on there. My traits are set for shield penetration. My abilities, etc., etc. Everything is set for shield penetration, and I think it works really well. And with every tactic, there's pros and cons to it, but hey, I think it works really well. Stats-wise, it's okay. Obviously, defense rating is pretty low, but that's because I'm sitting still. I'm not actually moving. It could do better on some of these, such as the accuracy. I mean, your resistance there, again, could be better, but, I'm not trying to sit there and take a load of damage. I'm sitting there trying to shoot people, blow them up, and run away. And that's kind of like a thing for an escort. It's not built to take damage. They're normally built to dish it out and then run like a little squirrel. But yeah, it's a pretty nice little ship. You do also get this experimental weapon here with every escort that has under 8 weapons. Oh, it's maximum 7 weapons. You get this experimental weapon to make up for that weapon that you've lost. A lot of them are pretty naff, to be honest. The railgun seems to be one of the best ones to actually use. I'm not sure on the stats on this one of the Voice of the Prophets. I'm not 100% sure on this one myself. But I haven't looked into it, to be honest. I've just been using the ship, see how it feels. It flies around pretty nicely. It's not slow. It's got a nice turn rate. I mean, most escorts do. Don't get me wrong. But it's a nice looking ship. Obviously, you can put all stuff like all your, your vanity things on there. I mean, that's not bad. That's looks a bit shiny. But yeah, it's a pretty nice little ship. And if you've got spare time, or you were thinking that, oh, perhaps I won't bother, I really would. It works really nicely. It's got great manoeuvring. And if you build it right, it's going to be an absolute smashing little ship. It really is. And that trait as well, that's pretty nice. But as far as it is for this, I would, definitely go for it. Ship at the end of the day. If you are if you're new to the game, don't want to spend any money on a tier 6 ships from the STO, then I would definitely recommend doing this event and get hold of it. There will also be other events throughout the year, such as a summer event, winter solstice, etc., etc. But obviously it does take time. If you don't want to spend any real money, you can also grind on energy credits, the lithium exchange. You'll eventually will get one of those ships. It may take a little bit longer, but you will get a ship. But this is free, suited for your character. If you're struggling with something mission wise, have a look at your build. But also, you have a nice tier 6 ship there just waiting for you. So yeah, that would be great. But overall, it is a fantastic little design. Fantastic abilities, strengths. It's obviously just as weak as any other escort. Really, it will. It's not designed to take damage, but it's designed to dish it out, and that's exactly what it does. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. So yeah, and I hope you enjoy flying this ship about, because I know I'm going to. It might even be the first alien ship I actually get my mastery unlocked, because I think it's so lovely. But as always, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and that would I'd really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a good day. So thanks for watching. Bye.